WLFE-DB Digital Network are engaging in the safe space. What is safe space? A safe space is a supporting and affirming environment for individuals within the LGBTQ+ community. Each vodcast displaying the Safe Space logo will have resources available on hand for those in need without judgment. Here at WLFE-DB Digital Network, we care. We listen, we support, we understand.
Warning, the following video contains strong language which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Inside the Drag Closet with Jade. Join Jade DeVere and her fabulous team of guests as they discuss all things drag, from wigs to makeup to performances and everything in between.
Join us at WLFE-DB.com for upcoming shows and more.
Well, hello there, kids. Welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the interactive vodcast where we talk about all things drag and some things that aren't. Who knows? We are really just here to have a good time. We have an amazing episode planned for you this evening. We have Miss Gay, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, America 2019 through 2021, Miss TRIXIE DEFLAIR joining us. And we also have, let me pull up this list. Miss Stonewall Lehigh Valley 2012, Miss Gay Rising Star America 2012, first alternate to Miss Gay PA America 2012, Miss Gay Allure 2013, Miss Gay Pennsylvania America 2013, the incredible Miss Georgia VERSACE COUTURE is joining us this evening. Oh, it's going to be glitz and glamour, just what we advertised. Of course, our beautiful co-host this evening is the amazing Anastasia Diamond. Oh, but wait, who am I? Well, then, I guess I should give you a little bit of who, what, and where. Who am I? My name is Jade DeVere. I am a drag performer. I have been performing for roughly 437 years now. I love the art of drag and everything it brings to the world. What am I wearing? Well, I'm wearing some lovely hair by the incredible Ariana Autumn. My jewelry this evening is, of course, a little bit of Rocks by Cox. And I'm wearing a fascinating fascinator that my husband found on a beach trip, ironically. My makeup tonight is by Morphe, and my dress I found on one of those Facebook ads. I'm not going to lie. I was looking at it. I was like, I want something that matches my husband's car. So I was like, let's get some crazy. Oh, it's got a hole in it. How about that? That's so crazy. It put a hole right through my face. That's wild. I wanted something that matches my husband's car, which is currently Jawbreaker. So I had to have it. Last but not least, where can you find me? You can find me every Wednesday right here on Inside the Drag Closet on WLFE-DB.com and Safe Space Radio. And I have gotten back to performing live. So I'm so excited. Over the next couple weeks, I have a bunch of gigs coming up. On June 25th, you can find me at the Lodge down in Boonesboro, Maryland. We're doing a night of comedy. The next night, I'm trying to remember them because I forgot to upload the posters. Prepared. I will be at the Hollywood Cabaret celebrating Lady Tabitha's 25th birthday for about the 25th time. And we also have, what am I doing? I have another gig that Sunday that I'm still getting details about. And I'm super excited. July 3rd, Divas Down Under is making its comeback. So make sure you find Divas Down Under on Facebook. Follow us. Make sure you order your tickets ahead of time. I believe we already have over 80 tickets sold. So don't get left out. You definitely want to make it to that show. Let's see who's watching already. Miss Ruby is in the house this evening. Hello, Miss Ruby. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. Oh, what's the next comment? Daniel Jackson says, I look fascinating. Fascinating. I know what you meant, honey. I just had to give you a little sass about it. Derek, good evening, everyone. I love you, honey. You're right downstairs. Loving the Jawbreaker vibes. Thank you, Gabrielle. I am too. It's so fun and playful. Drag has to be fun and playful. Tammy Ruby saying, hello, ladies. Hello, darling. How are you? Demetra is watching. Hello, Demetra. You should definitely watch my guy. Oh, you're tagging people tag more people. Send them my page. Make sure everybody watches Inside the Drag Closet every Wednesday on WLFE-DB.com and Safe Space Radio. I regret nothing. Alicia, hello to all the lovely beans. Hello, darling. Teddy is watching. Hello, ladies. It's very British of you. Hello, how are you? July 2nd. July 2nd is Divas Down Under. My husband is around because he knows I'm an idiot. Robin is watching. Good evening, sweetheart. You missed a fun day today. Text me. I'll catch you up on it. Oh, we're tagging people. Tag more people. Make them come over. Make them watch the show. More shows. I have shows for... Oh, yes. We will be getting more shows. Shows everywhere. Oh, Daniel, Dan, autocorrect failed me. It should have been fascinating. Don't worry, sweetheart. You know, I love autocorrect, but every once in a while, it really needs to ducking figure itself out. I regret nothing. Alrighty, kids. I'm not going to sit here all night by myself. I am going to bring in my fabulous co-host for the evening. You know her and love her. Give some love to Miss Anastasia Diamond.
Ooh, how are you?
Ooh, how are you, girl?
Fabulous. Just living my good old gay life. Ooh.
Yes, look at those nanas tonight. Look at them.
Those things.
Ooh. Body by Elia's Closet.
Yes, actually, yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, girl, give us a little who, what, where.
Of course. Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Anastasia Diamond. What am I wearing tonight? Well, I could be wearing nothing, but for the audience, I decided to throw a little something on. So, as stated, my breastplate here are homegrown. They're all from me, but I also had to pay Elia's Closet for a few nutrients. And my outfit here, this gorgeousness, this silver, this beautiful red sham is from the beautiful Enya Salad. My makeup is from all over the place, but I really love this new glitter that I got. Well, that my husband got for me. It is from a place called TRIXIE, and so it's cute little glitter on my eyes. Ooh. My earrings are from not me showing off everything. My earrings here are from Looks. Beautiful set here, and I also have this beautiful ring on. Just wanted to match the earrings with the dress with a little bit of red and all that kind of stuff. Also from Looks, and this ring is from I think. Oh, this ring is from Rocks by Cox.
Oh, hang on, I got the thing.
Thank you. And other than that, this beautiful hair is from Zamber Sky, and the mug was done by me. Lashes from the beautiful Miss Carla, who I speak on all the time. And yeah, where can you find me? Well, you can find me on Cash App at Anastasia Diamond 95. You can find me on Venmo at Anastasia Diamond 95. And you can also find me on Instagram, but that's free, so pay me at Anastasia Diamond 95. And the only other place that you can find me is really at your uncle's cabin in the woods, just, waiting for him to come on over. Oh, yeah, he's cheating on your Aunt Gertrude. Yes, because my pussy pops severely and hers don't.
I'm scheduling an intervention. I can't do it.
Best.
Exactly.
What someone say? What someone popping off in the comments about?
Let's see. Just a lot of people sending a lot of love over. Robin is watching with her mom right now. That's amazing.
Hi, Mom Thompson. I thought you said something like, exactly. I thought someone in the comments was like, "Ooh, she a hoe." I was waiting for it. And I was like,
I'm looking for it. Nope, just lock it down, girl. Lock it down.
Exactly.
Oh my
I
God.
gotta get my drive paid for somehow.
Right? Guess who's watching tonight, girl? We got some Pola Frost in the house.
Beautiful. Oh, talking about Pola, I didn't mention I'll be actually starting to perform next week as well. Next Saturday, I have an event here in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania at Wilson College, and I will be co-hosting with the lovely Miss Pola Frost. So yes, the show is unfortunately already sold out, but that means you just got to make sure you're looking a little bit quicker next time. So be on the lookout. But yeah, Pola's a gem, truly.
Absolutely. We also have some super fans in the house tonight. Miss Katie Bourbon has joined us. Have that fascinator in purple. Of course you do. One of our super fans, Miss Sharonda, says you're never a hoe, but maybe a rake.
Not a rake, girl.
Oh my goodness. Girl, are you ready to dive into tonight?
That's what I'm here for.
Fantastic. So we are going to bring out our first guest for the evening. She is Miss Gay Harrisburg, PA, America. She has held this title for quite some time because, you know, global pandemic, it happens. All right, kids, welcome to Inside the Drag Closet, the incredible TRIXIE DEFLAIR.
Hi.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Amazing. Are you ready to give us a little who, what, and where?
Maybe just a little.
All right, it is all yours.
All right, who am I? I'm TRIXIE DEFLAIR. I'm your current reigning for 3 years. Miss Gay Harrisburg, America, 2019, 20, and 21. What am I wearing? This is a lovely little moment done by me. Just because I need a little something. Jewelry is by Raving Divas. It is Michelle Lee Sterling. Hair was some hole in the wall hair place that I found in New York. And then this side is some fascinating fascinators. Again, done by me. Makeup, I don't remember. And where can you find me? Facebook, Instagram. If I'm not on any of those, I'm most likely at work at Lowe's.
Amazing.
She meant to say OnlyFans.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Give it time. Money is money. Right. Katie Bourbon says that face, the flowers, that background, bitch, gonna make me swap up to a bigger screen. Phone is not cutting it.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Exact. Oh, here's another one. TRIXIE giving us some mermaid or fairy vibes. Loving the hair, flower, and poofy background.
Yes.
This whole thing.
Oh, Miss Pola pointed out something very interesting about Raving Diva Jewels. Happy birthday, Michelle Lee Sterling.
Yes.
She just turned 30.
Oh, good for her. Perhaps this is the third time or the fourth time.
So, Anastasia, do you have any questions for TRIXIE?
Oh my gosh, yes, of course. How is it being the current reigning Miss America, PA America? It's been just 12 years or so. How is that going for you? And it's stressful.
It's been a moment.
Or two.
I don't live in the Quakertown area. No, I live in Quakertown, current reigning Harrisburg. So I try to get out as much as possible, but I can only do so much as in the times that we can. So
yeah. It's got to be hard. I mean, I know that things are starting to open up slightly here and there, but it's like I want to be able to get out, but I'm still afraid for my health, for my I got to pay my bills, of course, too. So if I get sick, who's gonna pay for my rent?
Exactly.
You know.
So true. So if you could look back and tell yourself, hey girl, you're running for this pageant, you're going to hold the title for 3 years. What would you have said to yourself now back then?
What did myself back then say to myself now? Girl,
Yeah.
you're joking. 1. And if it's now myself saying it to my old self, girl, believe in yourself, do it. Yeah. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna meet the best people. Supporting your sisters.
Yeah.
Is another one.
You are very upfront, and I love this about you. The fact that people have told you many times you would never be part of the America system.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Crown it.
If you could have changed anything about your reign, what would it have been?
COVID.
That's fair. Kinda.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it really just comes down to that. Is I don't feel like I was able to have the full reign that I wanted.
Yes.
Because of not being able to do anything.
Period.
Right.
Yes. Well, and the thing is, I'm so curious. So, like, did you were you able to, or did the God forbid, that people pay us, but especially in the middle of a pandemic. But were you able to go onto the avenue of things like these online shows, the online streaming shows? Were you getting gigs that way?
Honestly, I wasn't. I was graciously invited to do stuff for the Woods. Pola.
Yes.
Pola kind of brought me into that. So I was able to do stuff like that, but with that time, I was able to reflect on myself and focus and make some good stuff.
Good. So you got a lot of stuff brewing over there. Oh, all right.
I think this year has been amazing for that because, we haven't done a whole lot. I've been saying I just did my first gig this weekend. I knew the first song I was going to perform. I knew the look I wanted. I wanted everything to be right. And the next gig I do, I'm going to make it right because it just wasn't right at the first one, but it was fun. And that was the important part.
Well, and that's the thing. I feel so bad because I'm like, we are going to have this show and it's supposed to be this big thing next week for Wilson College. And I'm like, girl, I ain't walked in heels in about 14, 15, 16 months or so. Yep. And my last show performing I saw, looking back on my Instagram, was February of 2020. Up at Heat.
Yeah. It's crazy. But look at how all of our aesthetics have changed though. Like everybody just lean in and just take a moment to look at these faces.
Oopsies. Ooh.
The face. Ooh. What's that?
You know what? I have been really into ballroom culture recently as we're talking about faces. And I'm like, can I duck walk? No. Can I Vogue? Hell no. Maybe I can walk runway. I'm a bit weak, but I have to say I would serve face, bitch. I'm sitting over here like doing all the things that they're doing on the.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Come through. I'm trying to walk a face category tomorrow. Period.
Yes.
The realness, girl. Wait.
Trixie, I wanted to let you know. Victoria says your Lowe's family is watching this evening.
Oh, adorable.
There are so many fun comments coming in. Betty says you look amazing.
Oh, Betty.
Paula's comment, Trixie looks like she smells good for once.
You're welcome. You didn't complain last time, Paula. Can you spell my name right next time?
Right. Patricia was like, I thought Anastasia Diamond had sugar daddies.
Well,
Katie Bourbon would like to respond with, she's got Splenda papas.
It's more that. Yes. Like I said, I got some eye glitter. My husband's got me that. So like
nice. Oh, River Dier is watching this evening.
Oh.
It's so I'm feeling very euphoric right now this evening because it's so good to like get together with everyone, knowing that we can get together in person soon. Like it's not out of the realm of possibility that we can do the show sitting in the same room soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Finally, I shouldn't lift my arms. I didn't shave today.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're gonna have to start doing all the extra stuff soon, putting on tights and heels and this and that, shavings.
Oh, wearing pads this week. I was knocking stuff over. My butt was big again, and I was like,
I thought, I just recently invested in some pads as well, and I thought the same thing was going to happen for me, but I've been blessed already, so it didn't really change too much.
Trixie, have you two met before? Because this bitch.
Yeah, we've done like prides,
yeah. But like we haven't done like divas or anything like close.
No.
Anything like that. Like we've missed each other every time.
Yeah.
But prides were cute.
I was like, I'll be there again. I'll be there for Harrisburg Pride this year.
You know what? I couldn't do Harrisburg Pride last year because not last year. I couldn't do it in 2019 because I was working. I work in the field of HIV care, outreach, education, and so I had to work the table that day. And I was like, "Can I get in face at all?" They were like, "No." I was like,
I remember, right? It's Pride. I remember I was live streaming and I walked past you and I was like, but you're Anastasia, say hi to everybody.
I was like, I'm not face, bitch. I do not go out in Harrisburg unless I'm in face. I'm trying to give the illusion, baby. This is what I look like all day, every day.
I was like, you don't look like that every day?
Check the profile pictures. Check the profile.
Wait until after the break. We're going to see some baby drag pictures of everyone.
Wait, what?
So,
I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah.
I'm aware. Oh, I got some stuff planned, kids. Don't you worry.
Lord. Fix it, Jesus.
Trixie, are you nervous now?
A little bit.
Good. Well, everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Well, Trixie, we are going to move you backstage for a little bit. Feel free to relax. We do have another interview to get to, but we will see you in a couple minutes.
Bye.
See you, girl. She is a gem.
Yes. Other than Pride, I haven't met her.
We need to fix that. We need to get her out in our area more.
Yes.
There is so much love going on in the comments section right now. Like, it's amazing. We actually have a newer performer that's been watching the last couple shows. David Warner. Hi, girls. I have just started recording my lip syncs on video and wondered where I can post them without getting copyright strikes on Facebook and YouTube. You can't.
Yeah, right. You really can't, love.
You know go ahead.
Go ahead.
I posted a video this week, but I made sure to give credit to, I posted Good Girl from the musical Head Over Heels, but I made sure to give full credit to the actual people performing. It's on YouTube. It could get taken down at any minute, but I made sure to give, my husband made sure to give credit where credit is due. Technology and me. They trust me to run the show for some reason.
Girl, we've been going a year strong, so...
Craziness.
No, Have you recently, well, I don't know how you've been doing or how you get notifications on your phone, but recently I'm getting videos from 2015, 2016, 2017 being taken down on Instagram because they're like, you use music from. I was like, now, bitch, where you been at? Like, this video got the views already. Thank you, though.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Derek just pointed out Facebook mutes a lot more than YouTube. Typically, YouTube will just demonetize your video.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I ain't making anything on YouTube yet, so.
No, exactly. So we're good.
Oh, no, I'm going to make less than zero. Watch them start charging me. That'd be the thing. Girl, are you ready for our next guest, though?
Oh, so excited. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. I want to read all of these titles again. We've got Miss Stonewall Lehigh Valley 2012, Miss Gay Rising Star America 2012, first alternate to Miss Gay PA America 2012, Miss Gay Allure 2013, and Miss Gay Pennsylvania America 2013. She is the amazing Georgia Versace Couture.
Yay!
Hey, girl. Girl, you ready? Let's get a little who, what, and where.
Well, okay, all right. Who am I? Miss Georgia Versace Couture, hailing to you right now live from Emmaus, Pennsylvania. My hair right now is actually, fun little story, the oldest piece of hair that I actually own. This was the first hair I ever wore for a competition done by Q of Atlanta. Jewels, with the exception of the earrings, are, of course, like everybody else tonight, rocks by Cox. Earrings were done by me, and outfit is done by Dolce & Gabbana. Where can you find me? GVC Couture at Venmo, as well as gvccouture@gmail.com, or on Facebook as, you guessed it, GVC Couture.
And that is what we call branding.
Hello. If you're going to do it right. Thank you, Martha Stewart.
Period.
Katie says, Regina Gloriana with all those titles. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Jolene Stroll. Ooh, I'm going to screw that up. Hello, Poodle, Miss Georgia.
I have to comment on Miss Jolene. Jolene and I, we used to work, so we're both in healthcare. We used to work on the same ICU floor many, many moons ago. And that was during the heyday of Will and Grace. So, of course, I was her Poodle. And she was I love you, Jolene.
I love it. Anastasia, what questions do you have for Georgia?
Ooh, okay, scandalous.
Oh, no.
Girl, you ain't signed no writer, so let me. No. I'm so curious. Where did your name come from?
Oh, honey, do you have 5 days to explain? No. It's funny. So I originally came out as just Georgia Couture, okay? And at that time, back in 2000, and when did I start? 2011 is the first time I ever started in drag. There was a very present family in the Lehigh Valley area known as the Coutures, which I had no idea about the family or orientation. That was, if you start using a name without their consent, they're going to come and cut you. Girl, it was shady on shady. So the first time I ever stepped out on stage as Georgia Couture, after the stage, or after my number, they come backstage, girl, we need to chat. So they were very nice. They had a nice little sit down. We had a little conversation. I was shaking in my boots. I went back upstairs with my ex. I went home. I reached out to some friends. What do I do? Do I change my name? Do I stay strong in my education? I just started. What do I do?
No.
Everybody literally said, well, girl, you're nobody. Just change your name. So I did. So Georgia Couture. Now, Georgia, half of my family is from the Deep South. So I wanted something that represents the Southern heritage, okay? Georgia, which is also my favorite state that I've ever visited.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta. Hail Atlanta. Is also represented in one of my favorite movies called Hanging Up with Diane Keaton. And the character's name was Georgia, and she had a magazine that the title of the magazine was Georgia, and it looks sickening in print. I was like, okay, that's a cover story for me, thank you. So I grabbed it. Versace, favorite designer, couture, there's only one. Now I got the couture name back 3 shows later, after the number, after the original number, where they were nice enough, they felt bad, and she booked me. Okay, she's like, you know what? I really like you. I can see you going places. Why don't we have a chat? Come in, and I'll book you. I'm like, you know what? That's great. I need a start to begin with. Needless to say, this person whose name is Ferocious Couture ended up being my drag mama, because that night she renamed me and gave me back the couture name. So I lived. So that's that's the short version of the long story.
That's fabulous. Oh, that's fabulous. So now you have relations. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was just curious if you have relation to the other coutures in the area. Then, you know, Desi Couture and Callie.
Different spelling.
Different spelling. Okay, so okay.
I believe they're COUTOUR, or I'm COUTUR.
Yes. Okay, so is there any beef around that? Do y'all have any like couture versus couture street fights?
No, I have always loved them. They have always been so nice to me. We have been booked together several times. I love them.
We're good.
They're all so fun too. Like they're a party.
They are. The coutures over here were just, well, I can't say the C word, so there's that.
Girl, we got an MTV rating, a TVMA rating, so go ahead.
Yep.
Couture with a capital C, boo. And
they put the C in couture.
hello. She's living right now. Either that or she's flipping. I'll get a text message any moment.
So now that things are opening up again, what is next for you, Georgia?
So it's funny that you ask. I just got booked for an awesome gig, and I feel very blessed to get this booking along with my co-parts, Sharon Ann and Carol Ann. They're also known as Clan Ann. They have an amazing and fabulous aesthetic to their drag. They do this sister duo number. They are camp meets Broadway meets fashion meets a mess, and it is the most hysterical comedic thing I think anybody will ever see. That, along with my other PA sister, Miss Electra. She's gonna kill me. Electra Fierce St. James. Electra Fierce St. James. So we just for the first time for Music Fest. Now, I don't know if you guys heard of Music Fest. Music Fest is actually nationally recognized, and it pretty much takes over downtown Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It lasts a whole week, so we got booked for one of the final nights. So we're very excited about that.
Wow! Holy cow! Congratulations! That's fabulous.
And Electra, if I wasn't supposed to say, I'm sorry.
Oopsie poopsie.
Well.
It's out there now. Oh no, advertising. Yikes. That is going to be amazing. Derek just pointed out Georgia will be at Divas Down Under on September 3rd as well.
So I'll finally get to meet you, darling.
Finally.
Yes.
I think we actually met in passing like many moons ago, and both of us were not in drag, so we probably didn't even know.
Oh, not me getting caught in public without my face on. What the hell? Oh, fabulous.
She hides from it. If you go back to some of the early episodes, I do have to give like full credit to you, girl. Like we did use a picture of you not in full face when you were out protesting for Black Lives Matter.
Oh, that was
can you imagine that was a year ago?
It's unreal. It's unreal. I mean, and the fact of the matter is, you know, we had to do that in the middle of this pandemic. And, you know, the people who came out were so amazing because everyone was wearing their masks. Everyone was socially distancing. Everyone was doing what we needed to do for that moment. You know what? If y'all watch Legendary, we did what needed to be done, as Law Roach would say. And, you know, I'm I wish I could say that, we're seeing some change in some way, shape, or form, but it's like we just watched a 16-year-old boy get his clothing taken off of him and fondled by a police officer in public. We watched several times over and over again young boys getting tasered by police officers for vaping on a boardwalk. So it's like, why are we not seeing the progress? I say this as sort of like a throwaway thing here, but it's like, we know why. Why are we not seeing the progress we need to see? We know why.
I think if you don't mind me interjecting, I think it truly comes down to having the balls to admit that change needs to happen.
Yes.
And B, education. And I mean education spherically. Education about yourself and the knowledge that you have and the knowledge that you don't have. And education on the world and how the world presents to you and how you are presenting to the world. Without those changes, we're not getting anywhere.
Exactly. Thank you. Period. Lock it up. Throw away the keys.
I think Georgia just said it perfectly. That was amazing. We are going to take a quick commercial break. We will be back in a couple minutes. So make sure you come back shortly. We will be having a little bit of affirmations with Anastasia. We've got some fun pride-filled stuff coming on during that. And then we will be bringing back Trixie and Georgia to be answering all of your fantastic questions. So get those questions ready, and we will be back in just a couple minutes.
WLFE Digital Broadcast Network is on TV. You can watch all of our shows on WLFE-DB.com. Check out our channels. Paranormal View for all of your paranormal type shows. LGBTQ Friends for all of our LGBTQ shows. Variety Unlimited for all other shows. It runs 24/7 right on WLFE-DB.com. You'll even catch the lives, all in one place. Never miss an episode, past or future. WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows. Here at WLFE-DB, you can find shows that vary in many topics. The paranormal, the creepy, heavy metal, and LGBTQ and drag. Our shows are your shows, and we want to provide a wide diversity for all to enjoy. So, tune in to Facebook.com/WLFEDB Radio. Like, follow, and share with your friends and family. Also, go check out our website at www.WLFE-DB.com. 2021 just got better. Your favorite shows from WLFE-DB Radio can now be found on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Yes, we now video stream to both of those platforms. Search for your favorite shows like Where's My Sage, Inside the Drag Closet, Across the Pond, Everything Yet Nothing, Paratalk Radio, Step into the Paranormal, The Creepy Parlor, Just Cindy, and more. Now you won't miss an episode. Remember, follow Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Make sure you subscribe and follow your favorite WLFE-DB radio shows.
More from WLFEDB Radio Network after this.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Bree, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area at 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Oh yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com.
You're listening to WLFE DB Radio. Now, back to our program.
Oh, hello everyone. How y'all doing? My name is Anastasia Diamond, and today we're going to do some affirmations with Anastasia. So as y'all can see behind me, I have my very standard, pride brick wall here, and we see the many multitude of colors of the rainbow. And we as queer individuals know and can, when we think about queerness or our community, we oftentimes think of the rainbow flag. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. There we go. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Here we go. I can count. Maybe. But this flag was not the original pride flag. The original pride flag was an 8-striped rainbow flag that was designed and hand-stitched and hand-dyed in 1978 by activist and artist Gilbert Baker after Harvey Milk, queer activist and one of the first openly gay elected officials in the United States, commissioned him to create a recognizable emblem of empowerment for the queer community. The first flag appeared in the San Francisco Gay and Lesbian Freedom Day Parade, and each color had a meaning. And we'll pop that back up right here on screen. You can see that the hot pink at the very top stood for sex, red meant life, orange healing, yellow sunlight, nature was green, magic and art was more of a turquoise color, harmony was a purple color, and spirit was more of a deeper, darker pink. So from 1978 to 1979, Baker, the original maker of the flag, approached Paramount Flag Company to mass produce the flags. However, that hot pink at the very top wasn't a standard color for flag designs. So they said, baby girl, it's costing a little bit too much money to do all this. So they decided to produce the 7 flag design here, missing the hot pink at the very top. And I believe we have a picture of that here.
I couldn't add that one. I'm sorry.
You're all good. If you bring back the last flag, it'll be everything that's on here, but the very top of it. So, following this, in the same year, in 1979, Mayor George Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk were assassinated. The Gay Freedom Day Committee decided that the rainbow flag should be flown from the light poles along both sides of Market Street for the 1979 Gay Freedom Day Parade. Baker and Paramount's Vice President, Ken Hughes, agreed to replace the turquoise and indigo stripes with the royal blue to evenly split the stripes on both sides of the light poles. And the 6-striped rainbow flag was born. Now, who would have thought that the history of the pride flag was a lesson on inspiration, mass production, feasibility, and aesthetics? In 2017, the city of Philadelphia added 2 new colors, black and brown. To the pride flag, it represented an inclusion of people of color in the LGBTQ+ community. The flag reception has been marked by controversy, as some critics believe those changes were unnecessary, since the flag is already a symbol of unity and has historically represented queer people as a whole. Unfortunately, as we know, if you watch this show, we know that within the queer community, we have a great deal of racism. We also have a great deal of stigma surrounding individuals who are living with HIV testing, individuals who are living with AIDS, and as well as that, just a fear of STIs in general. So the black and brown colors here were very much so needed, as they provide representation for marginalized communities, such as communities of black and brown individuals, the BIPOC community, Black, Indigenous, and people of color. And as well as that, individuals who are living with HIV, individuals who are living with AIDS, as well as individuals who have passed away from complications of AIDS, i.e. opportunistic infections. In 2018, a designer named Daniel Quasar, who identifies as queer and non-binary, launched a Kickstarter to redesign the LGBTQ pride flag with an emphasis on inclusion and progression. As we see here, the pink, white, and light blue reflects the colors of the trans flag, while the brown and black stripes represents people of color and those we've lost to AIDS. AIDS complications, i.e. opportunistic infections. Daniel Quasar has said to say the 6-stripe LGBTQ plus flag should be separated from the newer stripes because of the differences in meaning, as well as to shift focus and emphasis to what is important in our current community climate. Daniel explains that the main section of the flag, the background, includes the traditional 6 stripes of the LGBTQ plus flag, as seen in its widely adopted form, so as to not take away from its original meaning. The trans flag and marginalized community stripes were shifted to the hoist of the flag and given a new arrow shape. The arrow points to the right to show forward movement, while being along the left edge shows that progress still needs to be made. The most recent edition of the flag is a flag that includes the intersex flag. Intersex individuals, as we can see here, are the intersex flag is on the very left of the flag here. Intersex individuals are actually not designated under sexuality or gender, more so sex. Intersex individuals are individuals who were born with potentially both sets of reproductive organs, so a penis and a vulva. And oftentimes these individuals are faced with a great deal of stigma. A lot of them are faced with medical mutilation when they're first born, if they are born with a smaller, what looks like to be a smaller penis and a very present vulva. Oftentimes, medical providers in the past would cut their penises off. Where these individuals are oftentimes grow up, they are being raised to be a certain gender, being told that they've been a certain gender, when in reality they're intersex. And the death rate for intersex individuals is so high with regards to suicide. The depression rates are so high. Anxiety rates astronomical. So along the same vein of the black and brown, as well as the trans flag stripes, I am so excited to see this inclusion of intersex individuals with this new edition of the flag. So if you are looking for a new flag to fly this Pride, think about the progressive and inclusive intersex progress flag.
I love that. That is incredible. I'm so sorry I screwed up with the second flag, girl.
You're okay. It's all the same. It's all the same. I think that I had not known that there were actually 8 stripes on the original flag until I did a little bit of research. I was like, oh, who is she?
Exactly. It's almost like gay pride has been around longer than the Confederacy was.
Well, then there's that. Oops. And it's almost as if the flag has changed time and time again, and that the original maker of the flag was okay with the flag changing. So maybe you should be okay with it changing as well and becoming more inclusive.
Exactly. Speaking of which, I just learned during the commercial break that the House just passed a bill to make Juneteenth a federal holiday, and it is on its way to President Biden right now.
Yes. It's so good. I'm like, dang, can we maybe have the first Juneteenth on a Friday so I can get off work and do And I'm curious, do Black people get paid more? Because we still ain't got our reparations yet. So
that's valid. Oh my God. Juneteenth is a Saturday this year, by the way.
Yes, it is. But you know, that just opens the door for events and fabulousness and fun. I mean, Juneteenth is so important. And if you don't know about it, just go Google it. Go Google it real quick.
Exactly. Girl, you ready to bring back our guests?
I think so. Are you?
I am. We got a lot of questions coming in. This is going to be a fun one.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's go.
Alrighty, kids. Let us welcome back to Inside the Drag Closet the fabulous TRIXIE DEFLAIR and Georgia VERSACE COUTURE. Oh, hey. Having a beverage, are we?
Here's girl. I think this is number 4.
Number 4. Good. Oh, you're cutting back tonight. All right.
4.
Are we drinking? I didn't realize.
Go for it, girl.
If COVID has taught us anything, being locked indoors, alcohol has become my friend. Thank you.
So I want to start with this question from the incredible Robin Thompson, who is actually, she is a competitive step dancer. So she has a very important question here. And that question is, what do you do to help calm your nerves before competing? Let's start with Georgia on that one.
So there really is no way, to be truthful. And all the drama courses that I've taken in my many moons ago life, that's a good thing. Because what's going to get you to give your best presentation is the nervousness, because it's going to keep you on target. It keeps you alive, focused. The endorphins are just, to me, when I go out on stage, especially during a competition and I'm competing, it gives me a natural high. Something that I can't put into words. To the point of, it's almost like a blurred reality for me. I know the audience is there. I'm not even paying attention to them. I'm doing the performance. As long as I know that I'm emoting that performance, they're going to pick that up. But going back to the actual question, for me, there really is nothing. I've tried Xanax. I've tried alcohol. Just being real. I've tried other non-medicinal things. Nothing calms my nerves. And even like our gig, moments before I have to go on stage, standing backstage, I gotta pee. It's that feeling. And you know, I was also taught, you know, the day that you lose those feelings is the day it's time for you to leave the stage, because you will not have the capacity to emote that energy anymore. So that's the background theater version.
That's so true. TRIXIE, do you have anything to add to that?
I pretty much, just like Georgia said, there's no way. Like, you can do the whole breathing, drinking, like, you have to keep up with it, or else, like, I mean, performing, you burn through all of it. So it's like you have to keep, and at that point, what's the point? But yeah, just like Georgia said, like, if you're not getting those nerves anymore, why are you doing it?
Exactly.
That's fair. Anastasia, anything to add?
Not really, no. I mean, I would say that, you know, every time I step on the stage, even though I know, oh girl, this is a small gig, you never know what's gonna happen, so your nerves are gonna get to you. But like Georgia said, you know, if you aren't nervous, that's when you need to start worrying. Because you're saying to yourself, girl, these people ain't gonna get what they get. No, you need to have that energy to help push you through and help make you do something special. And like, because the thing is, I always feel like the audience makes my performances. Personally, I'm like, y'all, the interactions that you have, and I love kissing little bald men on the head. I'm just leaving little kissy marks on their forehead. And it's like, so those nerves are worth it. Stick with them, and if you're not having those nerves, that's when you need to be nervous.
Exactly. I like to goof around for a number. I like to just go, I literally, actually, there's a picture that I am going to quickly upload because it's me before going on stage this past week. And this is how I handle, where is it? Oh, tell me I didn't download it. I'll pop it. Actually, there's one of me after doing a number. I like to have fun and I like to laugh. And this is me right after performing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jade DeVere I know.
Yes, yes. Constantly.
Girl, that is the best representation of how we're all feeling on the inside.
It's true. I did my first number. I was handed the microphone and told to stall. And literally I stood there and I was like, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
28 pairs of spandex, the 3 cinchers, and everything else on top of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Phyllis Elliott has a good question here. I'm going to throw this one to Trixie first. Do you have agents or handle your bookings?
I wish I had an agent. Hopefully I can get more bookings. No, I do all of it myself. I just whiteboard, boom, 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 and call it a day.
Yeah.
I was like, unless you want to be an agent. Hi, how are you?
But we ain't gonna pay. It's a volunteer internship based.
I might get you a drink or two.
Just don't take gigs that are like, hey, here's drink tickets.
No.
That's your payment.
Yeah. Drink tickets are not pay.
Honey, when it comes to that, it all comes down to self-worth and how much you think you are worth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby girl, let's talk about worth real quick. So I was trying to book a girl. I ain't gonna name no names. But I was trying to book a girl for our show next week at Wilson College. And this bitch had the nerve, the audacity to say for a 7-minute number, it's going to be $750, and I'm only doing one number.
How many titles has she owned?
Child, well, you know what? I'm gonna expose her if I say so. You know, no, I'm gonna keep it cute, but because I'm not trying to get sued.
World leader icon,
right?
Hey, girl,
she has not been on Drag Race. I'll say that. She has not been on Drag Race, but she's trying to get these booking fees of $750. I think that's what it was. It was 700 and some odd. I was like, and I told the team I was working with, they were like, well, I think we might be able to get her if we get a sponsor. I said, do not pay that bitch. Girl, I'll tell you afterwards. I'll tell you who it was, but exactly.
Like there's a level of knowing your worth, and then there's a level of beautiful delusion.
Yeah. That is an adorable passive-aggressive phrase. I'm keeping that, thank you.
Right? You know, full disclosure, many years ago, I was booked at a college. Me and my friend Kiki would go every year, and what they paid us was fiscally irresponsible. And I never said no to it because I was like, this is a good gig. I'm only doing 2 numbers and I'm making...
That's not your fault.
Yeah. And, you know, like, I got to a point where I started to feel guilty, but we put in, like, if you're paying us this, I'm going to give you that kind of performance. Like, and we had fun with it. And Kiki and I, we get along so well. I miss that bitch. You all know Kiki Ninja, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She is a party, and we would always just have so much fun. But yeah. Anyway,
I apologize for. We're popping off in the group chat over here because I can't keep those secrets.
Right? This is how backstages are, girl. Yes. What are you talking about?
In the group chat, she posted the name, and all I have to say is, who? Anyway.
I was like, who is that?
Thank you. $750 for a 7-minute mix number.
No.
Who wants to do a 7-minute mix number? I mean, girl, who has that energy these days? Oh, well, there's that. Not.
With
They're
the
5 minutes, not 7, okay?
Well, that college gig I did a 7.5. I mixed all of Gaga's music together and did a 7.5 minute mix. By the end of it, no joke, it had more of a ballroom vibe to it because Kiki was like on the mic getting us going.
Word.
I ripped that wig off, but Lady Gaga's hair was part of the mix.
Oh. Okay.
So I had that excuse, and my hair was really long at the time. So I will justify pulling off my wig. Not like I did at Pride when my wig fell off. And what's the next question?
Let's be real. Who here has had a wig fall off during a performance? I admit it's happened to me 3 times. See?
It happens.
It happens. Between the sweat, the tape starts peeling back, the glue starts not gluing. It happens. It really does. Let's be real.
The first gig I did with Jade, I fell off the stage and my wig came off.
But did you get back up right away?
Got back up? Oh yes, my lashes were not. Lashes didn't fall off. Heel came off, the wig came off, but I was still together.
Hello. And did they keep you still?
Yes. Oh yes, honey. College gigs.
Daniel Jackson has a really cheeky question, and I love this one. What is worse, backstage at a pageant or backstage at a drag show? Georgia, do you want to start?
Well, let's define worse and to mean worse as in which capacity, okay? I'm going to run with the first worst of pageant. I'm going to have to say pageant. Everybody's nerves are to the height, to the point where you can even look at some people, okay? I'm not going to name names, but you can. Just from experience. And all of the luggage, the packing, the unpacking, I mean, when we're competing through, and most pageant systems, specifically on the national platform, you have 5 categories to compete through, okay? And if you're doing a preliminary to get to the national platform, that's all in one night. You're unpacking all of that, which will take literally half a day just to unpack backstage. Whereas just a gig, oh, you're in and out, girl. Carefree, in and out. Nobody's, I mean, everybody's judging, but not judging to a professionalism way. It's much more calm affect. You're getting along with your comrades and your friends. It's much more of a kiki backstage during a gig. So I would have to say it's worse during a pageant, only for those reasons.
And at the end of the day, at a show, at least you know you're going to walk out with some amount of money.
Hello.
At a pageant?
It's either everything or nothing.
Yeah.
Well, and that's how we define this show. Like, this show has always been, it's backstage at a gig. We're just here to kiki and have a good time.
And this really is what it is during a normal gig. It really is. Just less shady.
Yes.
Yeah. We're significantly less shady on here than we are backstage.
We're trying to get those sponsorships now.
And an agent.
No, it's less shady unless Ashley's on here. Ashley Lynn.
No, I didn't.
Ashley Lynn.
I saw that.
It's less shady. And it's a lot less sweaty because when you're backstage at a gig, you're like, get out of my way. I'm putting on this. I got to get this off.
During a pageant, although I will say, it's much nicer to get ready during a pageant because you have a team where you're standing there and they're literally putting you together. Okay, I do enjoy that aspect. Whereas backstage at a gig, you're doing everything by yourself. It's either an epic fail or an epic plus.
I do love drag performers who come in with an entourage for every gig, and I'm just like, For our Divas show, my husband's rule is you are allowed one. And the rule right now is you are allowed one backstage and they must be vaccinated.
And that's fair. Specifically the vaccination part during these times. That's fair.
Yeah. Yep. We are still... Go ahead, hon.
Poison don't always follow that one person rule. but Poison be coming in. Poison is beautiful. She's phenomenal. She does the whole damn thing. But Miss Poison walks in 5 minutes before the gig starts, so she has to have a team putting her together. Otherwise,
we tell her the gig is 2 hours before the gig actually starts. So
I miss her so much, Poison. If you're out there, I love you.
So next question, or Trixie, I'm so sorry. We're too busy having a good time.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So I want to throw the next question to Trixie, actually, because I know she is a fan of the cosmeceuticals.
Oh.
What are your top 3 must-have beauty products?
A good foundation. I mean, I've used anything from e.l.f. to Mayron to Anastasia. Like, as long as it's good, doesn't matter what the price point is, a good product is a good product. A good liner. Whether it's liquid, pencil, you can make a liner into an entire face. And then a lip.
That's fair.
Yep.
How about you, Georgia?
I agree with Trixie. Foundation. I have stuck with Mayron, the pan sticks, and my foundation actually consists of 5 different colors, all blended out. Lip has to have lip. Like if you're down to like your 3 necessities that you have to have to start drag: foundation, lip, and I'm gonna have to say either the liner or lashes.
Ooh. Yep.
The lashes make the look.
Yep, exactly.
Anastasia.
Ooh, you know what? The lashes make the look, but I'm gonna say if you're Scarlet Overkill, you don't need lashes. So I'm gonna take the liner. My face don't look like this when I'm out of drag, so I have to go with foundation. You know what? I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna say a cute eyeshadow palette, because a cute eyeshadow palette you can do lipstick with that, you can do blush with that, you can do your eyes with that. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yep. I agree. The foundation, my new go-to foundation, Wet n Wild has started doing a stick foundation. Ooh. And it's cheaper than Mayron.
How is it comparable to Mayron, if I might ask?
It's more matte than Mayron.
Does it last as long?
Yes. At half the price.
I have to dig into that.
Total credit to Callie Couture. She introduced me to this, and I just before the show started, I just ordered 10 more of them.
Sickening.
Because literally my desk, I have like 8 of them sitting out, and I'm like, oh god, I'm running out.
This got me into NYX, and she's also gotten me into more, and she's also gotten me into never mind. It's gotten me into a lot of new brands, because makeup specifically for me, I don't have steady hands at all. So when I have to get into the eye and the nitty gritty, like I literally have to either be leaning up against something to steady my hand. But she showed me some makeup tricks with newer brands, because I was so afraid to get outside of that box, that I'm running with what she showed me. And she is a gem. She is a gem.
Yeah. My favorite palette right now, I know he's canceled right now, but James Charles palette, I'm sorry. from Morphe. Get them now because they are discounted apparently.
What?
But it will. That's what happens when things happen.
We gotta go. Good night, all. Bye.
Girl.
Why was I about to do the same thing?
Right. The palette, though, is good. Come on. His behavior is not, but the palette is good.
Disclaimer. Asterisk, asterisk.
I don't encourage that behavior, but get the damn palette. The cool thing about the palette, though, like if you get a nice eyeshadow in here, you can hide a lot of mistakes in eyeshadow.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. Look at this face.
What I also about the eyeshadow, gray eyeshadow will blend out any color. It will smooth out any line.
Yep.
Gray eyeshadow, but it's hard to find.
Ooh. Oh. Are you ready for this next question? I don't know if we're ready for this next question.
Uh-oh.
What is the worst backstage behavior you have seen?
Oh, girl.
Who wants it?
Shitting with the door open.
Diamond Taylor, we love you.
Was that an oops? Please tell me that would have been an oops.
Oh no, we're in the hotel room. We're all getting ready. She's just got the door open, taking care of business. Derek, my husband, walks in. He's like, "Hey, Diamond, you're pooping in here."
Why the door open? What the fuck?
With the door open.
I mean, no. No.
She is
Let me
very
think.
comfortable.
No.
Had her pants all the way down. I was like, okay, girl, work. And then she came out, and what was that the night that she had her? Did she have the vagina costume on with the huge dildo? I was like, this bitch, that's crazy.
There are other areas to do that kind of stuff in. This is not that.
Fabulous. She was fabulous. I love her.
Exactly. Backstage, yeah, great question. Backstage behavior I've seen that I've not been a fan of. Like this makes me sound a little elitist, but like newer performers who like to act like they've been around for a while and like to put others down and throw shade because they think all drag performers are bitchy. We're not.
Yeah.
But we can be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no tolerance for that.
Yeah.
Jay
Like,
has seen.
one of my favorite Georgia moments was a Pride a number of years ago. And you were walking with, I think you were walking with Gracie Freebush. God rest her soul.
I miss her.
Miss her too. And my husband walked by. He was walking behind you. And he was just like, "Excuse me, fellas."
Oh my God.
I want to recreate what we saw. Excuse me. I'm sorry. How did you address us?
Yes,
I'm just messing with you. He nearly shat himself. He was like, "Oh God, I thought I was being funny."
So you weren't. Like my favorite is, if you don't have anything nice, come sit by me. And if you do, shut up because I'll school you the right way.
Period. So now I'm curious then, because I'm the same way. I know that Jade, you said that I believe that you said when you're in drag, you don't really care, pronoun wise. But for me, if you see me like this, if you see that I'm a woman, don't come. You better come correct because I'm obviously a woman. And so why are you saying he doop da doop da doop da da da? No, you see all this. You see this ass. I know you want to rub on it. So come with some respect, bitch. How about y'all ladies?
Same. If I'm in full drag, I mean in full drag, please refer to me as she, her, or hers. That's part of the aesthetic that we're giving as part of our illusion, okay? to me, now everybody has their own reasonings for doing drag. Everybody has their own beliefs as far as where drag comes from and where do they think that it should go. Everybody has their own opinion with that, and I'm not discounting that at all. But for me, drag is an artistic art form and expression of entertainment, and it's part of the illusion of converting from male to female. And from what I feel, if I'm not pulling off that female illusion, and somebody come grab me with a giant hook and pull me off the stage. Truthfully, that's how I feel. So if you're calling me a he or a him, I'm going to start acting like it, and I'm going to start throwing punches. Exactly, girl. But if I'm up on stage and I'm in full drag, then I'm supposed to be a woman. I'm performing as a woman. Or conveying as a woman. So that's part of, to me, it's the alcohol that's catching up. To me, that's part of the whole drag aesthetic. Okay, I'm gonna shut up down.
Yes, let her keep talking. Let her keep talking.
Dangerous girl. That too.
How about you, Trixie? Anything to add?
No, I mean, everybody outside of drag still calls me Trixie. I don't care if I'm on stage or in everything. Yeah, don't call me he, him, my boy name. I don't know.
That's one thing I do have to agree with. When people address me by my boy name when I'm in drag, that bothers me. And I don't know why. Like, I don't love he, him when I'm in drag, but I've kind of become like, because I try to go a little more cartoony, so I'm not so like, I'm trying to be a woman, but I'm not thrilled by he, him. I prefer she, her, but I'm also kind of like, meh. I've never gravitated to they, them for me. That's just, I don't know. I feel like people use those for the people who have earned that. So,
that's a good point. I'm sorry. That is a very good point. I never thought about it that way.
So that's the thing, kind of like for me. Like, so whenever we're discussing, like, I know that a lot of times people will be like, "Oh, we're all just men in wigs," and da da da, and I'm like, but we're not. Like, you assume so. You assume so. Like, just because you and that's the thing. Gender identity and gender expression are two totally different things. And just because you present as, a male or more masculine, does not mean that you actually identify as a male or masculine. So for me, I personally, in my day-to-day life, and I don't know how you ladies, your identities outside of drag, but outside of drag, I identify with he, him, she, her pronouns, and I'm gender clear. So it's like when people say, "Oh, we all just men in wigs," I'm like, you may be a man, sir. but that's not me. I hate when people are like, "What's up, bro? Dude?" I'm like,
I agree.
Please don't call me that.
But I have to comment what is interesting, and I don't know about you ladies. What's interesting is outside of drag, it all depends on my company. My mannerisms in general are very middle of the spectrum. I can go flame out. If I'm with a bunch of like my drag friends outside, we're out in the town, we're shopping, we're going for drinks or whatnot, I'll be flaming out with them. Okay. But in retrospect, I also hunt. So, yes, Tracy, I do.
Valid. So since it is Pride Month, there was something we were talking about before the show, and I did want to get to it a little bit. We still have a lot of questions. It looks like we're going to go over a little bit tonight. Oh, darn, so difficult. Oopsie poopsie. But we were talking about, since it is Pride, a lot of prides are coming back this year, and we were talking about dress codes for prides. What does everybody think about a pride that has a dress code? I'm going to start with Anastasia on this one.
Oh, hi, girl.
Because your facial reaction said a lot.
Okay. So, you know what? I feel like we're in public. So, if the venue is a public venue, if the venue is going to have children, then you need to understand that there are going to be children here. Now, of course, there are pride events that are 21 plus. Do your thing, baby boo. You know, and I don't say any of that to like kink shame or anything like that. Like, you can wear a you know, what do they call it? A dog head, a dog mask,
a puppy mask,
a puppy mask. You can wear a puppy mask and a collar, and still be wearing, you know, like a tank top and shorts or something like that.
Fully clothed.
And live your truth. But when I know, for me, and I guess it's selfish, but I also think about the asexual individuals out there, the questioning individuals out there, the X, Y's, and Z's who are not fully for themselves yet and are bringing children with them.
Yes.
I think that we need to be presentable. You know, I remember the one saying her name is invoking the devil, but when Dakota Diamond came to the one drag show, or the one Pride, she came in a very strap with the nipples poking all out, a triple D breastplate on. I was like, Miss Girl.
That.
There are children, and Central PA Pride is family friendly. So it's like I believe she was excused.
Mm-hmm.
Was she? I believe
she was asked to leave. There were other reasons as well, but we're not going to get into that here because this is not the place for it. But yeah, I believe she was asked to leave.
Yes, and so it's like, I understand. We all want to get our freak on. We all want to let our freak flag fly. But there's a time and place. And that's just my opinion.
I agree with that.
Anything to add?
No, I completely agree. I mean, is it hot to see it? Yes, but I also don't want to see somebody in a jock strap on all fours right next to a 4-year-old. Like, that's where it's like,
yes.
I'm uncomfortable, but I'm not. Like,
you know what? I said that on a Facebook. Yes, exactly. I said that on a Facebook comment because this came about, I guess, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. Because someone posted something and they were like, if I want to get real beside a dumpster at Pride, I'm going to get real beside the dumpster at Pride. And I was like, I just don't think, I said the same thing I echoed here. I don't think that's appropriate. And someone came and said to me, they said, you and your Puritan beliefs need to get out of our Pride. I was like, Puritan beliefs? Look at me, child.
I have a comment with that. Let's stop right there. You're, by just that mention and that what they had said, you're losing the entire purpose of what Pride is. And if you can't recognize that, you're part of the problem.
Like, Pride did start off as a protest. Pride was a riot, and I understand that rebel nature to it, but Pride had to be that at that point. Now we are in a different place where gay people can have families. Yes. We can adopt. We can, have surrogates. We can bring our families, and there are children. I know I call her my goddaughter or my niece. Ivy is so proud of her fathers, and they've come to Pride before. Belladonna, who was on this show, her little boy Skylar came to Pride before, and granted, that was the one time someone could address me by my boy name while I was in drag, and I was okay with it because Skylar is adorable. But
little baby, and now they've moved.
But yeah, like gay culture is different now. Just like everything else should evolve, we are evolving as well. So,
and I recognize that. I truly do recognize that. But at the same time, it's not a free-for-all to wave your freak flag. There are other festivals specifically that cater to that. I've been there. We're not going to dive into that. Stop it.
Did you see Rockin' Sakura there?
I'm gonna be so I'm into leather. Okay, I'm a big fan of leather. I've been to a couple of leather festivals, the whole 9 yards. I'm not gonna comment or tell you guys what goes on with that. Blah blah blah. It has a taste of it. Exactly. But again, it's a time and a place. And what Pride, and this is my opinion. To me, what Pride represents today is a celebratory event in a safe space to explain, expand, and communicate to how far we have come as far as receiving the privileges of everyone else in our communities.
Right there. And the thing is, I feel like the loudest individuals who are saying this are individuals who are oftentimes cisgender, white, gay males. And it's like, y'all need to do better on several different fronts. Because that's the reason why, as I talked about today with the flags, why we have to have trans representation, why we have to have Black and brown communities and individuals who are living with HIV and those who have passed from AIDS complications of opportunistic infections. That's why these things are being added to the flag. Because it's not just about inclusivity. It's all about inclusivity. It's not just about the boys with ripped abs on the Abercrombie and Fitch cover, you know.
At the end of the day, we are only accountable for ourselves. And if you have children, you're accountable for them. So at the end of the day, we also have to act as adults. And if you cannot be cognizant of your actual surroundings, what does that tell the world about you?
And what does that say about the queer community as a whole?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need to say.
Speaking of your beverage, my husband has a question. Georgia, are you drinking a boba cocktail or is that just chocolate syrup?
This is my lovely homemade chocolate martini with white Godiva chocolate liqueur. Let's see, 2 shots of white. See, it's working. 2 shots of the Godiva white chocolate liqueur, 1 shot of Bailey's, 2 shots of vodka. I almost said tequila, but vodka. And let me tell you, this is number, what did I say, 4 before?
4.
52.
Okay, well, let's just keep adding her up, shall we?
I'll be on my way over.
Can you put that recipe in the group chat, please, after the show? After the show, put that recipe.
And then you just garnish it with chocolate syrup.
Word.
I love that.
I'm hungry.
Right. We have another amazing question here. This is from the amazing Miss Avalanche Brentwood, who is going to be on the show sometime soon. I met her on TikTok, ironically.
Word.
Go-to color for wigs. Let's start with Trixie on this one.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Color in general, girl.
I mean, you should go on my Facebook. You can see literally every color. I don't. Why stop at one?
Fair enough.
Yeah. How about you, Georgia?
If I'm just walking around, I usually stick with natural colors. For performances, I go with whatever dictates my costume. And or look, like if I'm doing Lady Gaga, you can pretty much do anything. If I'm doing Katy Perry, you're going to stick with the platinum blondes or the purples and the lavenders. You know, if you are into drag and you're doing drag and you want to choose a color or style that represents that song, listen to the song, choose your costume wisely, build your hair off of that.
Yes.
Yep. Anastasia?
Rich white woman. Rich white woman.
Same.
I'm going home.
I dyed mine blue because I'm a fun mom.
I love that blue on you.
Ariana Anna did this. She posted it a while ago. I was like, girl, I want that.
That is it's a beautiful blue.
I have another one almost like it that I want to send to her to get as I want this style again, but in a different color. I just don't know what to do. And I have a lot of wigs that just need something.
I would like to see you in jet black with platinum blonde, and strawberry blonde streaks.
I'm putting that in my notes.
There you go.
Work. Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
Kill that look.
You better work.
And it's in my notes. Let's see. David Warner has another good question here, or more statement and question. I came up with a drag name, but I'm concerned that someone else might use it. Is there any way I can prevent that from happening? Nope.
Not unless
Just go for it.
Not unless you trademark it. And if you're going to trademark it, you better have good financial backing, because if you do trademark it and you want to go after somebody, honey, you're going to incur lawyer fees.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
I am not the only Jade DeVere out there. I am competing with a psychic, apparently. And that's...
I saw that in the cards.
Yeah.
You saw that in the cards?
Saw that in the cards.
Yeah, just play with a name. Like Georgia was saying earlier, like there are going to be other coutures out there.
Yep.
Like, don't go after something maliciously. Go after it if it's right. And here's the cool thing about drag names: you're not stuck with it. You can always change later if you're like, I don't resonate with that. Trixie,
what was the one that we were talking about with the jewelry?
Rocks by Cock.
No, the one that we were going to change your name to.
Oh, what was it? Oh God. It was funny too.
It's something like glitter tits. Or
hi. I've decided I'm no longer Jade DeVere. I'm now Orgasma Titty Twat.
That's what it was.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Oh God!
But you know what? Oftentimes you will get a drag name that you find, and you'll get it, and you're like, oh, this is so cute, this is funny, da 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 da. But is it brandable? Is it marketable? Can you go to a gig reading to kids at the library doing that? Because 9 times out of 10, Miss Orgasma Titty Twister, da 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 da, and he gonna get that gig.
That happened at Pride a number of years ago. There was a queen that wanted to go by Tara Aness.
That's
brilliant. I was like, hi, I am not saying your name on the microphone. You are Miss Tara today. And she was like, yeah, I need to rethink that. I was like, yes, you do.
Once again, every aesthetic with drag, there's a time and there's a place.
And you know what? I was just having a conversation with, do you remember Jade, Miss Kiki Mama? We were discussing, booking for gigs. And she was like, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't know if it's going to be a good show, da 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 da. And I was like, girl, there are so many factors that go with, wait, where was I going with the story?
She's a natural blonde.
Honey, I'm going to sit for you on that one.
The carpet matches the drapes in color and quantity.
No, but she was just worried that she was not. Where I was going was, not all drag is marketable. So all drag is valid.
Yes.
But not all drag is bookable. So she's like, I do the old way. I do this. I do that. I said, girl, do what you do. Do what's right for you. Just know, there are going to be some gigs that are going to want Britney, and there's going to be other gigs that are going to want Aretha. So do what you do and do it successfully. That's all I can say.
I know. I get similar questions to that, especially because I've judged a lot of pageant competitions, and a lot of the contestants will come up to you after the fact, and say, how could I have done better? And there's usually a critique period after they receive their scores and whatnot. And one of the biggest questions that we get as judges is, well, how can I change? So here's the key component. You need to remain to be you. And that you need to keep that kernel, and you need to find your identity in your aesthetic to drag, okay? Once you find that identity, that's your base, that's your platform. Everything you get in, all of the good, all of the bad, all of the negative, all of the positive, listen to it. Don't dismiss it if it's bad and only keep the good. Listen to every kernel of truth that you're going to get. If you hone that, polish it, add that to your base, there is your character for drag.
Yep, exactly. Don't apologize for what you're doing.
Yep, and that's how you grow as an entertainer.
Yes. But yeah, all drag is valid. All drag is valid. Just to understand, all drag is not bookable. But stay in your true state of girl because the thing is, drag changes. So, you know, back in the day, what were people doing? They weren't doing the whips and do-da-da-da-da. Like they wanted to see the realness. Walking around, you know, giving the statuesque. Things have changed.
Girl, back in the 90s, people weren't trying to be fish. That didn't come around until like what, 2009, 2010? You know, drag was a huge aesthetic of drag. I mean, it was always over the top, always, you know, avant-garde. I mean, we're talking, you know, 3 layers of padded shoulders. Drag will continuously change, and that's part of the beauty of it to me.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be right back. I just have to run to the bathroom real quick.
No problem. We won't leave without you.
Make sure you close that door.
Right, exactly. So
are those my nipples? Oh my god.
Yeah, you are. The high beams are on this evening. So we are going to here. We'll move to that. There we go.
Thank you.
So another good one that came up. A lot of the questions coming in were kind of repeats, but you know, we're on a bit of a time delay. By the way, I glanced over there a couple minutes ago because I heard my husband cackling from downstairs.
Oh, no.
I don't know what it was in reference to because of the time delay, but I want to have a moment to just discuss this. Again, Miss Avalanche Brentwood, advice for baby queens. My advice, check your messages, girl. I've tried to contact you. But seriously, advice for baby queens. Who wants to go first?
Where do you start?
Go for it. Have fun.
So yeah, have fun. Let it be. Let it be what it is. Okay. Like what I had just commented before, building your character. Find your identity and find your personality. Let that be your base. You know, listen to everything that you're getting from the people, from the audience members, from the girls backstage, from your enemies. Listen to hone those skills, whether it's good or bad. Make that part and add that to your character, and that's how you're going to grow. It's I hate to pull this line from Shrek, but it literally is like an onion peeling back layers. Each layer you peel, am I wrong? Each layer that you peel back, you're going to find something else that you can either run with, or it's not going to work.
Yes. You know what piece of advice I'm going to give? Take pictures of yourself. Take pictures of yourself from selfie mode. Take pictures of yourself from stage. Have someone else take pictures of you. You are going to see what you look, because at first when you're in it and you're close up, you're like, bitch, I look good. Ooh, shit, they can't tell me nothing. And then you go on that stage and you say, wait a minute.
Where did she go?
Where did she go? Exactly. So take pictures and, evolve and, develop your face as you need to, or as you'd like to from those pictures. And also just take pictures because you're never going to be that young ever again. You're always getting older. You're always going to get more mature. So
that's not dating.
And some of the ladies on this panel have been doing drag for about 47 years. So others of them have been doing it for about 30, about 400 years. No names.
Valid. Relatable content.
Relatable content.
Trixie, any advice for baby queens?
Practice. Also, when you're doing your makeup, have like different mirrors. From like one farther away, one closer up. There was something else I was thinking. What was it? I don't remember now.
Girl, I didn't even see you drink.
What?
Exactly. Honey, here's a sip to you again. I'm on what? This is 4.5. I'll have another one for you.
This is just Sprite.
Water.
I ran out of vodka before the show.
I'm swallowing my spit. Look.
I can't wait to meet with you. We are going to key.
It's going to be a party. One of my biggest bits of advice, I used to teach theater classes, and this is something I always told those kids, and it totally works for drag as well. Take time to stand in front of the mirror and laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Make faces in that mirror. Try to crack yourself up, because while there is a beauty element to drag, there's also a lightheartedness. There's fun and frivolity. Don't be afraid to laugh at yourself, because to kind of alter a phrase, I believe Shakespeare said it first. If you can't laugh at yourself, how in the hell are you going to laugh at somebody else? I think that was Shakespeare. I'm not quite sure.
Shakespeare on a hill.
Well, fabulous wigs.
Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns.
Worn by men. Anyway. So one thing I want to do as we are reaching the end of our time together, we do have my husband's helpful drag tip for the week. We didn't really get to one last week. Well, we did, and it didn't really go the way he thought it would. But we're going to see how this one goes tonight. Derek's helpful drag tip. Practice your costume reveals. If it takes more than a few seconds to do it, find a way to distract the audience and make it creative. Nobody wants to see a performer struggling due to lack of preparation.
May I add to that?
Yeah.
And unless you have dancers to pull the audience's attention, you should never, ever leave the stage. Because if you do, you just killed your number.
Yep.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
Yep.
Last week's helpful drag tip, we talked about it this week. It was basically, you may have an amazing aesthetic. That doesn't mean you're right for every show. The vibe of that one was not, he felt very ripped apart by that. And he kind of was, because the way it was worded was not, Georgia disappeared, was not what he wanted it to be. He was thinking more like what we were talking about this evening. Yes, you are right for every gig, but you have to understand, you have to suit the gig. You know, there she is. She's back. She checked out for a second.
There's an actual storm around me, so if I get cut off again, it's not my fault.
No problem.
He's on the keyboard.
But yeah, you know, there are some gigs. I think Sharon Needles said it perfectly when she was like, we do our pride numbers where we're making a stand and then we're just fighting the system. And then we need to keep our electricity turned on. So we do some gaga and we make some money.
Yes. Yes.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
there are a lot of times I would love to do. The one song I like craving to do is Random Black Girl. And so I love that song so much, but I'm like, is the audience woke enough to realize that I'm not being a bitch, but also I'm being a bitch? And will they, you know, if I do this number, I know I'm not going to get tipped, you know, like, but I'm like, I love the song. I love everything, because 9 times out of 10, you know, because of the area that we live in, and because the majority of our girls, you know, I'm not going to say no names, Miss Peppermint, run from Hershey all the way up to New York. Ain't going to say no names. A lot of the girls run off to, you know, New York or Philly or somewhere else, Baltimore, DC. The queens that we have in this area are predominantly white. So it's like, well, yeah, girl, I'm just a random black girl singing.
Did you ever sing like live?
I don't sing live. No, I used to sing back in the day whenever I had the throats of the gods, but then I stopped going to church and God snatched it from me. So.
Sacrilegious.
Did you say delicious? That's not my name. I'm Anastasia Diamond.
Stop it. I hate you. Oh. Kids, this has been such an amazing evening. You are a bunch of instigators and
You talk about it like I'm not here.
right. Well, we are reaching the end of our show for the evening. I would like to give everybody a chance to say goodnight to everybody, starting with Anastasia Diamond.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. This is a fabulous blast, a fabulous Kiki. I'm so happy that Jade didn't show our old pictures.
Oh, I still have them.
No, you don't. If you all have not gotten the chance to do it yet, make sure that you go out and get tested for HIV as well as for other STIs out there. The CDC states that if you are in a monogamous relationship, you should be getting tested at least once a year. But I know y'all like to have sex, so make sure you're going out and getting tested at least every 3 months. We talked about before, we know about the window period, so go get tested and wear a mask, go get vaccinated. If you got vaccinated, you can wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask. I'm still wearing my mask because fuck people. But other than that, stay fabulous.
Amazing. Trixie, do you have any last words for the kids?
Again, I just want to say thank everybody for coming and viewing today. I also want to say thank you to anybody from Lowe's that was watching. We are also having our first Pride Day at my store because I pretty much was like, I'm showing up in this jacket. I'm letting you guys know that. And they're all like, oh, we're doing a whole day. Let's do it.
Wow.
So it's just, yeah, it's going to be a moment. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on.
She is the moment.
She's the moment. Georgia, anything to add?
You guys have been such a treat. Thank you so much for having me onto the show. It has been a blast. I have watched the show progress over the past year, and Jade, hats off. Hats off to this. This is such an awesome platform. Between the education, keep it on, girl. Between the education, the topics that you guys are discussing, and then the open questions from our audiences, this is just a great platform. So thank you so much for including me. I greatly appreciate it.
You bet. I want to thank all of you for joining me here this evening. This has been an absolute treat this evening. What a great way to be like smack dab in the middle of Pride Month. I've been very overwhelmed this month just because a lot has been going on in my life. One of the biggest things I've noticed this year, I wasn't at my place of employment, but they celebrated they celebrated Pride for the first time with the Hershey Company. And I wasn't here to get it originally, but I got the Pride Twizzler shirt. Sorry, the green one's kind of invisible right now. One of my coworkers grabbed one for me because he knew I couldn't be there. I get to wear a Pride sticker all month while at work, which I never thought would have happened before.
This is what we call happy progressive strides.
Exactly. I've also been getting a lot of interesting shirts lately. So I've got my New Jersey Renaissance Fair shirt for this year, the Fairy Masquerade. A friend of mine just got me.
I love this one.
This one, I had to film a unboxing today because everybody who knows me knows I love pandas.
Oh my God, yes. That is so horrible. And I would have never.
Right, the little panda that says "send nudes." Also, make sure everybody out there picks up your Inside the Drag Closet. Did you see where I was going with that? We've still got all of our Inside the Drag Closet merch. We've got T-shirts. We've got fanny packs. We still have masks and gaiters available because we know not everyone is vaccinated. And they're a great souvenir for when we don't have to wear them anymore. Amazing. We also now have beach towels. So make sure you pick up that stuff. I hope you are all staying safe out there. I hope you all have a wonderful Pride Month. Next week, it is going to be me and my co-host just getting into some shenanigans. We're going to share some pride of our own next week, which I think is going to be amazing. Like I said, I performed my first show. I did find pictures of all of our guests when they were just getting started, but I'll play nice. I'm not going to share them. I did get a couple pictures of me and Amethyst from last week, which was a lot of fun. It was so good to see her. My husband snapped this amazing photo.
I love that one.
Love that.
Okay, wait, but Jade, when you first posted that, whenever I first came across it while I was scrolling on Facebook at work, like I'm not supposed to be doing, I saw that and I was like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I looked and I was like, but where are her arms?
Right?
And so I was like, damn, she committed. She cut her arms off and everything.
Oh, I don't half-ass anything. But everyone, I hope you all had a fantastic night. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And there's only one thing left to say, and that is, say goodnight, kids. Good night, kids.
Bye.
You've been listening to WLFE-DB.com, where our shows are your shows.